Liverpool's long-term succession plan to begin as Arne Slot confronts Alexander Isak question. A look at how Liverpool may line up when they host Southampton in the third round of the Carabao Cup on Tuesday night. Arne Slot is set to give Alexander Isak his second Liverpool start. Having come through 3 games in less a week at Burnley and at home to Atletico Madrid and Everton, it was no surprise to hear Arne Slot talking up the need for changes against Southampton on Tuesday night. Liverpool get their Carabao Cup campaign underway against the Saints at Anfield at the third-round stage, and as has become customary for this competition, alterations to the lineup will be virtually wholesale. Given the strength and depth that exists now at Anfield, Slot will have full confidence in whoever gets the nod, but the Reds' boss, uncharacteristically, was far from coy when revealing who wouldn't be involved after Saturday's 2-1 win over Everton. The good thing is I have the option to rotate throughout the week, and the ones that played 3 times 90 minutes are Virgil, Van Dijk, Ibrahima Konaté, Mohamed Salah, Ryan, Gravenberch, and Dominic Szoboszlai, Slot said. Opinion. The ones that are used to this intensity at this level, and again they showed up really good. I can tell you now you won't be seeing them on Tuesday. Virgil van Dijk said, I think we had that depth last season as well. The key is that we have everyone fit and hopefully it stays like that. We made a lot of additions to the squad, but they were replacing players who left us. Tuesday is a big opportunity for a lot of players to show themselves and help us to get through. Georgi Mamardashvili is almost certain to get the nod for his Liverpool debut, which he has had to wait a long time for. The Georgia international was a 2024 signing, with his £29 million deal struck with Valencia seeing him arrive on Merseyside earlier this summer. Mamardashvili is seen, long-term, as the heir to Alisson Becker's throne, and those first tentative steps will be taken on Tuesday evening against the championship outfit. There is a succession place in for the vaunted and long-serving Alisson, and this will be 24-year-old Mamardashvili's chance to show a little of why he is seen as the future between the sticks on Merseyside. At right back, it could be a chance for Jeremy Frimpong to build on his start to Liverpool life, while vice-captain Andy Robertson will start in possession of the armband. Centrally, it's likely to be a debut for Giovanni Leone, who has yet to feature since his £26 million move from Parma in mid-August. The 18-year-old has only played 17 senior games but has already been called up to the Italy national side, so there will be plenty of interest in the teenager should he be selected. Joe Gomez will almost certainly get his first start of the season alongside Leone. In midfield, Academy hopeful Trey Nyoni could be called in, having not featured for the under-21s against Manchester United on Sunday. The youngster may be asked to fill the most advanced of the midfield positions. Wataru Endo is expected to give the engine room his experience and bite, while Curtis Jones may be handed a chance for more minutes after returning from injury in Saturday's derby. Up top, this could be the night for Alexander Isak to take his most significant step yet towards 100% match fitness. After playing an hour for the Reds against Atletico Madrid on Wednesday, a second-half cameo in the derby was further progress, having not had any sort of pre-season schedule given how his transfer from Newcastle United played out. So this feels like an ideal time for the £125 million to lead the line and gain some confidence and fitness against a second-tier side ahead of more taxing and high-profile assignments to come. Jadon Danns is also vying for a place if Slot feels Isak is not worth the risk. Should Isak start, he is expected to be flanked by Federico Chiesa and Rion Gumaha on the right and left, respectively. Chiesa is not part of the Reds Champions League squad, so he will be tasked with catching the eye of Slot throughout this competition. These are the opportunities he simply must take, given Salah will always start league games when fit. For Ngumaha, this will be a big night to build on what has been an exceptional couple of months for the 17-year-old that included him becoming the youngest scorer in the club's history with his dramatic 100th minute winner at Newcastle. Big things are now being expected of the England under-19 international, and the League Cup will be his chance to shine. Ryan Gravenberch has last laugh as Bayern Munich's feelings on player emerge. Ryan Gravenberch was the star of the show as Liverpool beat Everton in the Merseyside derby, with the Dutchman scoring and assisting in the 2-1 win at Anfield. Ryan Gravenberch scored and assisted in Liverpool's latest Merseyside derby success. Ryan Gravenberch earned the title of Liverpool's Merseyside Derby Day hero, having assisted Hugo Ekitike in scoring after netting a Premier League goal himself against Everton at Anfield. The Reds triumphed 2-1, and the admiration for the Dutchman soared to new levels. The midfielder kick-started Liverpool, scoring at the 10-minute mark with a well-aimed volley following a cross from Mohamed Salah. Later, he delivered a measured pass to Ekitike, who took it in his stride and found room to slot past Everton's Jordan Pickford. Gravenberch went on to play the full length of the derby, making more tackles than any other Reds player, showcasing just how comprehensive his individual performance was. The national press were left singing praises about what they witnessed from the 23-year-old, who continues to play a crucial role in Arne Slot's team, having assumed a significant midfield position at the start of the 2024-25 Premier League title-winning campaign. This signifies a significant rise for the player who joined from Bayern Munich, where he had been used sparingly on transfer deadline day in summer 2023. And according to reports, Gravenberch's performance has caused a wave of regret to sweep over his former club for their decision to let him go. Gravenberch has become a key player at Anfield. Of course, there is internal regret over Ryan Gravenberch's exit from FC Bayern, Christian Falk explained to CF Bayern Insider back in May. The club knew what he was capable of, but he needed playing time, which he's been given at Liverpool, that he was never going to get at Bayern Munich. Falk, speaking candidly, labels the decision to offload the midfielder as haunting. Virgil van Dijk spoke about Gravenberch, who is also his teammate at international level with the Netherlands, after Saturday's game. He said, "He's unbelievable. He's very important to the way we play. For me personally, you see the amount of times I try to look for him for a pass. It benefits him, me, and the team. He's in incredible shape. He's in the form of his life. He has to keep going. He's still young. The expectation level will always be right up there, and that's what he has to try to reach every 3 or 4 days. It's a nice challenge." Hugo Ekitike has felt the power of Anfield and wants to score every game. Hugo Ekitike was in bullish spirits after scoring in Liverpool's 2-1 win over Everton, saying he felt the power of Anfield. The 23-year-old has made a promising start to life with the Reds, netting 4 times in 7 appearances and impressing in his all-round game. Ekitike scored clinically at home to Everton on Saturday, enjoying a dream Merseyside derby debut and helping Liverpool to victory. Speaking to Liverpool'S.com after the game, the Frenchman was in delighted spirits, discussing the influence of the Anfield crowd. Top, Ekitike said. "Obviously, I knew that game was really important for the fans. So a win today was important. I felt the stadium and the crowd was very loud today. It's a very proud feeling, happy feeling. We just have to keep going. It was a good first half. When they came back, it was a bit difficult with the 2-1. But we just kept the right mentality until the end, and I think that's what made the difference at the end." Ekitike also showed the hunger he possesses when it comes to being a relentless goal scorer, saying he is driven to find the net every week. "I want to score every game, if you ask me," he added. "The last game I didn't score, but I always try to find a way to make the difference. It can be a goal, an assist, a run to create space for another player. It's good. At the end, the most important thing is the team, and it's the 3 points today." It has been such an impressive opening few months in a Liverpool shirt for Ekitike, who has shown so much leading the line, from good finishing to clever link-up play. While the arrival of Alexander Isak threatens to limit his playing time, he is still going to get many minutes, with the Reds playing in 4 separate competitions this season. Ekitike can also shine on the left wing, so he could also start alongside Isak and in place of Cody Gakpo, who isn't in the best form currently. At 23, there is so much more to come from the France striker, and the early signs are nothing but encouraging. Contract standoff at Liverpool. Ibrahima Konaté is in the final year of his contract at Liverpool, with no agreement on a new deal yet. Reports from various sources, including Marca and The Athletic, suggest that talks have stalled and Konaté has rejected at least one improved offer from Liverpool. The club is reportedly keen to avoid a repeat of the situation with Trent Alexander-Arnold, who left for Real Madrid on a free transfer last season after his contract expired. Real Madrid's growing interest. Real Madrid has a long-standing interest in Konaté, and with his contract situation, they are now reportedly confident of securing his signature. Spanish media outlets claim that Real Madrid believes Konaté is keen on a move to the Bernabeu. Some reports suggest that there may even be a verbal agreement between Real Madrid and Konaté, with the Spanish giants looking to bring him in on a free transfer next summer. Conflicting reports and Liverpool's position. There are conflicting reports about how nailed on the deal is, with some Spanish outlets, such as AS, suggesting that Real Madrid is not fully convinced by Konaté as a transfer target and may prefer other options like William Saliba. Liverpool's stance is that they are actively trying to secure a new contract for Konaté, viewing him as the long-term successor to Virgil van Dijk. However, with the contract talks at an impasse, there is a possibility that Liverpool could consider selling him in the January transfer window to avoid losing him for free. Wider implications. The Konaté situation is a cause for concern for Liverpool, especially after the departure of Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid under similar circumstances. The rumors linking Real Madrid to another Liverpool player, Ryan Gravenberch, have also emerged, adding to the sense of an ongoing transfer saga between the two clubs. The club's interest in other central defenders, such as Marc Guéhi, who was a target in the summer, could also be interpreted as a sign that they are preparing for the possibility of Konaté's departure. Ryan Gravenberch makes freedom claim and praises two Liverpool teammates. Latest Liverpool news and gossip as Ryan Gravenberch praises Arne Slot and two of his teammates after the win over Everton. Ryan Gravenberch has explained why he has more freedom at Liverpool this season, and praised the impact made by new signings Hugo Ekitike and Alexander Isak. The Reds midfielder was speaking after scoring in the 2-1 win over Everton in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon. Gravenberch opened the scoring for Liverpool in the early stages of the first half at Anfield, with the instinctive striker his second of the campaign so far. Ekitike was also on the score sheet as the Reds claimed a precious victory in the Merseyside derby. Gravenberch played a key role in helping Liverpool win the Premier League title last season, and that importance has continued into the current campaign. However, the Netherlands international has acknowledged that he has new responsibilities in the team this term. "The coach has given me the confidence, and this season we have more freedom in the midfield," Gravenberch told TNT Sports. "Last season I was only the number 6 and now I can go more forward, which is what you've seen today. I think my strength is also there, so I'm happy with that and also with the goal." Gravenberch went on to explain why he is delighted by the additions Liverpool have made to their squad in the summer transfer window, name-checking the impact made by Ekitike in the win over Everton. "We know we have a good group, they Liverpool have bought players as well, really good players, so we know it's not only the starting 11, it's the whole team," Gravenberch said. "We are like a family, so we push each other. You see, for example, Hugo Ekitike scored today and Alexander Isak comes in and gives his all. So I'm really happy with the squad." Wayne Rooney makes shock Mohamed Salah claim after Alexander Isak Liverpool arrival. Former Everton and Man United striker Wayne Rooney has suggested that Mohamed Salah will be unhappy by the attention being taken away from him after Alexander Isak's arrival. Wayne Rooney has claimed Mohamed Salah will be unhappy with Alexander Isak's Liverpool move. Wayne Rooney has claimed that Mohamed Salah will not be happy with Liverpool's decision to sign Alexander Isak. The Swede became the Reds' record signing in the summer, but the former Everton and Manchester United striker believes the Egyptian will be left irritated by the business. Arne Slot's side eventually sealed his signature on transfer day after the summer-long transfer saga came to an end. Isak declared his desire to leave the Magpies earlier in the summer, which led to him being left out of their preparations for the forthcoming Premier League campaign after being banished to train on his own. The 25-year-old's arrival marked the end of a busy period of spending from the Reds, which saw a host of new faces through the door at Anfield, including Florian Wirtz. However, Rooney claimed that Salah will not be happy that the attention is being taken away from him with the arrival of the new number 9. Even though Salah has been the best player at Liverpool for years, he won't be happy that Isak has come in and is getting the attention, he claimed. "It's a matter of personal pride. He will want to be the best." Rooney added that the arrival of Isak will provide a lift in performance for Salah as the 33-year-old looks to reaffirm his stance as the main man for Arne Slot's side. He continued, "When we signed Tevez there were lots of reports saying they were concerned that we couldn't play together. But as soon as we signed players I used to think, there's no way he is coming in to take my place. So that naturally gives you a lift." By the Liverpool forward's high standards, Salah has made a slightly slow start to the season. He cropped up with a match-winning moment against Burnley after netting a stoppage-time penalty. He showed his class on Wednesday against Atletico Madrid as he held off 3 defenders before slotting home to double their lead in the 3-2 win, and in the Merseyside derby he set up Ryan Gravenberch's opening goal. Speaking prior to the encounter with Everton, the Liverpool head coach said, "For me, when you are a great player you still contribute to the team if you don't play well. So many players can contribute goals and assists when they play well, but not a lot of them can contribute something to the team when they don't play well, and by this I mean goals and assists. So, they can always give their work rate, but this is what stands out with Mo. I think, and this is normal, especially when you are a winger, it is so difficult to always be creative, always be the player he was against Atletico Madrid, but if he is not that player, which is normal, then he still has goals and assists, and I think that is why the fans love him so much and why he is so highly regarded and respected. Because a lot of players can play good when the team plays good or when they play good themselves, but not a lot can do special things when they are not at their best, and that's what he can and what makes him so special, I think. But I prefer to see him like he was in the Atletico game. He was very much involved, That was also very positive. So, in the Newcastle game there was hardly ball in play, so it was difficult for every player to be special, but now we played so many balls to him, he was so much involved, touched the ball so many times, Florian found him so many times. So that was a joy to watch, to see him like that. But if we don't see him like that, he is still able to score goals, and that's what makes him special.